What do you guys think of the Wyatt Six debut?
Oh my God.
What happened?
I cried. I
You did?
cried. I did. Menace, did you cry?
I didn't, but I cried when they've been showing these like the videotapes
Oh, the
to hear,
VHSs, yes.
yeah, to hear Uncle Howdy and Bo Dallas talking.
Tweet.
You know, I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm like, this is so sad.
it is. Greg.
You know, but you know, I'm glad they debuted because I'm like, I'm tired of all the QR codes and I'm like, just get on with it. Come on. You know,
I
that's what I thought.
I kind of got I got tired of it. Like, okay, I was playing at first, and then once it got to like the second month, I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna do this anymore. They did the whole letters to numbers and stuff, and I'm like figuring it out because I was going back and forth, like looking at it, it's like, oh shit, I know it, and here it is, and I figured it out, and then there was another one where like everybody was posting pictures of the thing, and I'm like, did you guys like highlight something in the middle? They're like, no, what do you mean? So I highlighted the entire middle and I was like posted it on Twitter and like everybody bypassed it. I'm like, oh, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I'm done with this. Nobody really cares anymore. It's just like, oh, I found it. I figured it out. Like, no, you didn't. You had help. By the third month, or around the second month, I was just like, all right, let's get on with it. Let's just see what happens. Let's debut them already. And they're here, and I'm like, oh shit, okay. And then I see crazy ass Nikki Cross.
I'm so excited. I was so excited to see her.
And we do the whole thing around the inside the gorilla position. What's his face? Chad Gable looked like shot in the head, and everybody is theorizing. Everybody's making assumptions like who's that on the floor? Who's that over there? That looked like dude from NXT. That looked like Ilya with the hair and the bun and everything because he dresses nice. And then we get to Howdy, and we're like, oh yes, there it is. That's amazing. That's awesome. Come on out. And everybody was all into it. And then the following week, of course, the whole thing with Chad Gable. Like, I love that they're targeting him. They're scaring him after all everything he's done to the Alpha Academy, slapping Otis, like pushing them away, telling them shush and everything. And then here they come. Like, you said what now? And he's like, nothing. I was just messing around, guys. I'm sorry. All that stuff. Like, that's what you get. They're targeting people who like the betrayed family or something, and according to the theories, and I'm like, oh god, who is it? Dominic. Carlito's next. Dominic. Jay probably. Uso.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Well, Jay's like, I don't want no smoke with them. They can have the Fireflies back. Yo.
Yeah, Jay's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care.
For real. It was hilarious. But immediately after they debuted, they went out and like somebody caught them, I don't know where, at a restaurant and took pictures with them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, what? Not even 24 hours, man. It's like immediately after. They're like, hey, this is who we are. Oh, there goes
right.
Dexter.
Not even like they didn't even just wait. They were just like, nope, You got caught, bitches.
And then everybody online, they know who the other ones are, right? They know Dexter Loomis, they know Nikki Cross, Uncle Howdy as Bo Dallas or Taylor Rotunda.
Yeah.
Eric Rowan, and then they get to Joe Gacy, and suddenly someone online's all like, "Wait, he's named after a killer? Oh shoot! Really? You're gonna get set on that?" Meanwhile, Dexter Loomis over there, named after Dexter and Loomis from Halloween.
Oh, is that who he's named after?
But Joe Gacy is like, why didn't you guys like get up in arms when he debuted on NXT? Now that he's like on Raw and like on a show, like you're guys getting mad because of his name. That's ridiculous.
That's true. I saw something about that the other day.
Like, but I don't know. I love their characters. The videotapes, the what's her face looks like the Grudge girl.
Yeah.
Cross, or the.
Oh yeah,
the Grudge, or is it like the other one?
The Grudge. You're thinking of the Grudge. I thought it was Alexa Bliss, to be honest.
I did too. I thought it for sure it was going to be Alexa Bliss who would join. And maybe there's more people coming in. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe when she comes back, maybe she will. Because she was, we'll with the Fiend already. But no, I knew it was Nikki Cross, and she does play that role very well.
She does. That.
For sure.
She does great.
Yeah, I love that. Ready to start the show?
Let's go. Let's go, bro.
Let's do it.
Welcome back again to a brand spanking new episode of My Third Place Pod here on My Third Place Network. Do not readjust the settings on your listening device. We decided to take a little tiny break from the karate and martial arts to go back and have a little chat with friends about the wrestling that we love and do possibly a little predictions on this coming weekend's festivities. I have a packed crowd tonight, as you all heard just now, talking about the YS6 debut. We're starting off like that. Why not? Tonight, why not? So this may be a possible 2 to 3 hour episode. Who knows? Let's see where this goes. Making her 12th time podcast record appearance from the West Coast, Menace.
Hi.
Up next, she is Bestie, and Bestie is she, making her second appearance on the podcast, but coming in with a record of most downloaded episode of the year so far. Minnie. Minnie. Check out episode 136 and you will find out why her episode is still the most downloaded and listened to.
Yay! That's me.
That's you. And finally, making his return from the last predictions we made from the $1 Million Alliance. You know, the old $1 Million Geek nickname that I used to have. Why not? He is the Devon to my Bully Ray, who is ready to get the tables. Brother Greg.
What's up? What's up, man?
There you go. What's going on, brothers and sisters?
Chilling, man.
Sister, brother, sisters.
Doing
How's
great.
everybody doing? How's your week going? Are y'all ready for the 4th of July? Are we ready?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's my sister's anniversary.
The only thing I can't stand is the heat. Let's just get on with it. It is like scorching out here. I'm gonna leave the air conditioner on. I don't really care tonight. Like, figure something else. I gotta figure out days where I can record where it's not humid or hot outside. and then go from there. Predictions, right? But no, hold on. Before we even start with the predictions, I just want to ask y'all, what do y'all think about WWE going on Netflix in 6 months? Starting January, SmackDown moves to the USA Network, NXT moves to CW, and Raw to Netflix, which means we are going to be getting the WCU, the Wrestling Cinematic Universe.
Ooh, that is going to be amazing.
Yes, it will.
It's going to be interesting, but it's going to be amazing. But like, I'm excited to see like a whole new like revamp of it, you know? Like, let's go back to how it used to fucking be with all the rated R shit. Like, I'm ready for it.
Raw is going to go down to 2 hours. SmackDown's going to go up to 3 hours. There will be no commercials for Raw anymore, unless you're not paying like for the full price of it, I guess, on Netflix. It'll probably give you ads, but they're saying that there's no ads. The premium, whatever you're paying for Raw now. Possibly what they're saying is that there could do some WCW setup, some ECW setup, where we get to see basically a bunch of stuff from when Lucha Underground was around.
Mm-hmm.
And also, this would be a good time for Edge to come back and do a sex celebration again.
I was waiting for that to come. I was waiting for you to say that. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
As far as the Wrestling Cinematic Universe, I'm just playing around about it. But we've been saying it ever since Roman and all that stuff and the pandemic, that it's been cinematic and been like a cinema, where all the matches have just been like, long-term storytelling. They brought back stuff from a while back. They've said AJ Styles used to be in TNA. They used to talk about the Bullet Club, like everything. Even now, TNA is getting on board, and like I want to see this, like back and forth stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna be like watching it every week, and if they add more stuff to their like content, WWE style, and like, then yeah, I'll end up watching it. It's probably gonna be like the network again. So yes, Becca, you're watching it.
Hell yeah.
Menace.
Absolutely.
Greg, I know you already said you're gonna start watching Cobra Kai. You're gonna get back on Netflix again to watch Cobra Kai. Might as well stay on board and watch Raw.
Oh, I will. That's automatic. So, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Cool. And yeah, of course. Like I'm paying for it already. Might as well just keep watching. If it dies down, it dies down. Who cares? I'm a little bored. It's like Raw will probably go back somewhere. USA Network. But they're keeping everything where it was. Raw's can still be on Mondays, NXT on Tuesdays, and SmackDown is still on Fridays.
Good.
So yeah, I'm excited.
Change.
Nothing's gonna change at all.
Hi everyone, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Dawn.
And if you've ever watched a TV show and thought to yourself, oh my god, that season finale plot twist was absolutely bonkers.
Or seen a movie and thought, wow, I need to talk to somebody about this train wreck immediately.
Then we think you'll fit right in with our podcast, I Hate It, Let's Watch It. We watch TV shows like Riverdale and Emily in Paris.
And movies like Deep Water, Killer Sofa, Rubber, and Deadly Illusions. And we give them the total rinsing they deserve.
It's basically group therapy for movie masochists. So come check us out wherever you stream podcasts.
Hi, everyone. This is JJ, the co-founder of Good Pods. If you haven't heard of it yet, Good Pods is like Goodreads or Instagram, but for podcasts. It's new, it's social, it's different, and it's growing really fast. There are more than 2 million podcasts, and we know that it is impossible to figure out what to listen to. On Good Pods, you follow your friends and podcasters to see what they like. That is the #1 way to discover new shows and episodes. You can find Good Pods on the web or download the app. Happy listening.
All right. Money in the Bank. Saturday, July 6, 2024 at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It starts at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. So 3:30 for the West Coast, 7:30 for the East, 6:30, 7:30, 6:30 around there. It's all good. But yeah, 5:30. I love that. It's 5:30. It's early.
I know. I'm excited about that. I like that time because then it won't be so late. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love that it's on Saturday still. Jey Uso, first match. Jey Uso versus Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade versus Chad Gable versus LA Knight and Drew McIntyre for the Money in the Bank ladder match for the men's championship match contract. The men's Money in the Bank ladder match qualifiers also began the June 17th episode of Raw and were also held as a series of 6 triple threat matches with 3 each on Raw and SmackDown. Jey Uso won Raw's first spot by defeating Finn Balor and Rey Mysterio. 2 of SmackDown's participants were determined on the June 21st episode of SmackDown, where Carmelo Hayes qualified by defeating Randy Orton and Tama Tonga, with Andrade qualifying by defeating Grayson Waller and Kevin Owens. The second spot from Raw was earned by Chad Gable, who defeated Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed on the June 24th episode of Raw. SmackDown's final spot was won by LA Knight, who defeated Logan Paul and Santos Escobar on the June 28th episode of SmackDown, followed by Drew McIntyre claiming Raw's final spot by defeating Sheamus and Ilya Dragunov on the July 1st episode of Raw. Oh boy. They all seem like good candidates to hold that briefcase for an entire year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Except Logan Paul. Get him out of there.
Yeah.
I can't.
You know how I feel about him.
Yeah.
You guys are still hating on it.
Menace. I'm right there with you, girl. I cannot stand him.
No. Not at all.
Period, point blank. Get him out of here. Like, he does not.
He's not even in the match.
Good.
But still, good.
He's not even talked about. He's not even in the show either.
Oh, good.
You know he's gonna show up because he's a douche like that.
Yeah,
Dang.
he'll end up showing up some way somehow with his brat like knuckles and stupid thing. Like, God. I hope Drew gets the opportunity. Like, I really hope he gets the opportunity of it. He deserves it, to be honest.
Okay.
I say Mun Yeet in the bake. Jey Uso. That's my prediction.
Jay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Greg.
I'll say Money in the Bank, Uso.
Uso. Yeah, everybody's going up on, everybody's jumping that bandwagon.
What you mean jumping that bandwagon?
You haven't been on that? What the heck?
I've been on that bandwagon since day one, okay?
Day one.
I'm a tribal chief fan. I go where the tribal chief is.
The tribal chief ain't here, so
yes, and he needs to come back sometime. Anyway,
Solo Sikoa is right there.
No,
Solo can go be a solo by himself. Like, he can go off and be solo somewhere else.
Bam.
Like he.
Hey, I'm with you, Minnie.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, why have him around? Like, there's nope.
I'm gonna say Drew McIntyre gets it.
That.
Oh, of course, everybody's theorizing. that as soon as Drew McIntyre goes up to grab the briefcase, here comes CM Punk music. But we don't see him. It's AJ Lee who shows up and starts, skipping around the ladder and then pushes it.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling that might happen too. But I hope not. Like, I'm praying.
Yeah. Carmelo is pretty good. But not yet. I don't say
Yeah,
not
no,
yet.
I don't think he's ready yet.
Yeah, I don't think he's ready. No.
Same with Andrade. Chad Gable, can just see him just doing German suplexes from the top of the ladder already.
But I can see Otis coming out.
Or
interrupting that.
The Wyatt.
Or yeah. I was just about to say that.
Interrupting his entire match altogether, and Jey Uso just seems like, nope, not it. It's not my fault. Like, I'm sitting right here. LA Knight, of course, with the whole like I was all on board with LA Knight a while back, but now I'm just like, all right, I'm sick of his catchphrases.
He's kind of getting repetitive, and it's kind of getting a little bit old with him.
Yeah, I need to.
That's why Logan Paul's gonna come, because of LA Knight. He's gonna mess with LA Knight.
Yep.
So why not? So why not just have everybody that's there, everybody, all of these people are feuding with, come in and ruin their night?
Oh, I'm sure that's gonna happen.
That'd be messed up.
Something crazy is gonna happen, and we're not gonna know exactly what it is. Something.
All right, so we got 2 Jey Usos, 1 Drew McIntyre. I'm gonna call it Drew McIntyre also.
Hell yeah, let's
go! Next one is the women's Money in the Bank ladder match for the contract. Io Sky, Lyra Valkyria, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, Zoe Stark, and Menace, will you please?
I'm here. Oh, Chelsea Green.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Qualifying matches for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match began on the June 17th episode of Raw. The qualifiers were held as a series of 6 triple threat matches, with 3 each on Raw and SmackDown. Io Sky claimed Raw for a spot by defeating Kiana James and Zelina Vega. Chelsea Green became the first from SmackDown to qualify by defeating Bianca Belair and Michin on the June 21st episode of SmackDown. She had the biggest pop of the night. I was fucking popping for her. I was like, oh shit, Chelsea did it. Yes. On the June 24th episode of Raw, Lyra Valkyria became the second to qualify from Raw by defeating Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler. SmackDown's final 2 spots were determined on the June 28th episode of SmackDown, where Tiffany Stratton defeated Jade Cargill and Candice LeRae, with Naomi defeating Blair Davenport and Indy Hartwell. Raw final spot was won by Zoe Stark, who defeated Dakota Kai and Ivy Nile on the July 1st episode of Raw. I see everybody on here except for Zoe. Why is she in here?
Because she needs to. I think she needs to be pushed. She's a good wrestler. So I think they want to push her. But I'd rather see her as a tag champion with Shayna.
Yeah.
Yeah, so would I.
I think she deserves it. But that's not my pick.
I mean, she deserves that chance. She deserves a chance at least. Yeah, but I'm not happy about it.
The outrage when Zoe won instead of Dakota Kai.
Not from me.
Not from me either.
The outrage online from the other people. Like,
okay.
Like, Zoe Stark wins. How dare you? Why don't Dakota Kai needs a chance? I was like, really?
No.
Okay.
No, she doesn't. No. Bottom of the barrel. Bottom of the
barrel. She's already going to show up with Io Sky being in there. She's probably going to help her out.
Of course.
I say Tiffany
Wow.
Yeah, it's Tiffy time. Let's go.
Okay. I mean,
go ahead, Minnie. Go ahead.
I don't know. You go ahead, Menace. I
Okay.
honestly, I couldn't. I don't know. It's a tough one.
I say Chelsea Green only because she knows she's shown herself as a tough girl, and she knows how to fight. You know, she's taken some really bad hits, and at first she was annoying to me, but the more I've seen her and see her with Piper Niven, they make a good team, and so she's my pick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Greg.
I'm gonna say Chelsea Green. They're gonna hit a swerve like you wouldn't expect her to win that ladder match. So I think Chelsea.
I have a feeling Piper might come out
And help.
Like, do something. Yeah, but I say Stratton. Or hear me out, Naomi.
Naomi or Stratton. To Chelsea
Because,
Green.
Yeah. It's hard because it's like I'm very happy that Naomi is back, and I'm very glad. Like, I was all for her back then when she was in her early days. So I don't know. It's a toss up for me.
Okay. So I can just see them, like, already I can see them who, like, if they get the briefcase, I like Io Sky is already like she won it last year, and she already she threw in her briefcase and beat what's her face, Bianca Belair.
Yeah, Belair.
Yeah.
Lyra, small. Like, I'm not too convinced on her yet. I get she got help from her friend, Becky Lynch, but like, you know, gave her the Irish rub. Like, hey, I'll help you out because you're Irish also. Like, oh, okay, cool. And then, like, I don't think she was very popular on NXT. Naomi, I'm glad she's back. Fucking love that she's back. Fucking looked like an Xbox controller on Friday night. Yeah. Zoe Stark. I think she's there to, like, make sure everybody is like, you gotta fight for this. So she's up there and she's gonna, like, suplex everybody, just fucking fight, beat people up. Tiffany Stratton, that's who I want to win, of course. Tiffy time. Just imagining her with the briefcase. Oh, it's Tiffy time, you know, freaking run to the ring and, like, hit people with the briefcase and then cash in, maybe not cash in, who knows. But the person that will have the most fun with the briefcase is going to be Chelsea Green.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's like, I need to speak to your manager.
Exactly.
It's like, every time it's like, what can I do with this? Like, you can just go ahead and, do that. So she goes to the ring, runs to the ring, tries to cash in, but fails, and then grabs the briefcase again and walks back to the backstage and be like, I want to talk to your manager. Yes, I didn't successfully cash in. So can I, like, have another briefcase?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I just feel like is gonna happen. So yeah, if it goes to anybody, it goes to Chelsea Green. But truthfully, I want Tiffany Stratton with it. She's like, dude, she killed it at the Slammies this year. Yeah. Like, she was up there and, like, trying to get Drew's award, or that was Chelsea Green also. It's like,
that's Chelsea, yeah.
But Tiffany was just like, everybody's yelling for her, everybody's rooting for her. It's Tiffany time, everything. Like, she's on it. It's like, imagine the big ass pop she's gonna get once she cashes in on Bayley. And Bailey has that, that look on her face, like, oh my god,
I mean, oh well.
So the pop that Tiffany's gonna get, plus the moonsault. As soon as she does the moonsault, 1, 2, 3 is over. She gets the belt. Yes.
I think she needs to land it right.
Oh goodness, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She's amazing. She makes it look effortless, but she doesn't always land it
She doesn't
where
always
she's
land it.
supposed to. Who did I just see?
Exactly.
But I will say, when Zelina Vega did it, perfect landing. So yeah, she just needs to land it right to me.
I agree.
Next match. Minnie, this one goes to your heart. Close to your heart. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker.
No! I knew you were gonna say that shit. I knew it. I freaking knew it.
For
Anyways.
the WWE Intercontinental Championship. On the June 17th episode of Raw, as Sami Zayn was celebrating his successful Intercontinental Championship defense from Clash of the Castle, Scotland, he was interrupted by Braun Breaker, who stated that he wanted Zayn's championship. On the next episode, Zayn confronted Breaker backstage outside of Raw general manager Adam Pearce's office and agreed to defend the title against Breaker in Zayn's home country of Canada at Money in the Bank, and Pearce made it official. Rest in peace, Sami. I mean, he's already home. They're already doing the whole cemetery, the whole memorial, saying might as well just stay there. It's all right.
Might as well just stay
He needs
there.
more time to interact with his children. Yeah,
See, and my pick is Sami. I think it's going to be a really good match, but I think Sami's going to win. I don't see them making him lose again in Canada.
Again, right? Yeah.
So, yeah.
That'd be surprising if he doesn't lose in Canada.
Yeah.
I mean,
How? That's twice,
Yeah.
man. Y'all owe me a championship belt at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
that's true. You're not wrong.
All right, Braun Breaker.
What do you think?
Back.
I say, I'm gonna say Braun,
Okay.
just because, not because, no. I can't with you guys. No, I think they're gonna give him the opportunity. I mean, he's newly kind of new. So I kind of feel like, okay, he's been doing really well with his matches. He hasn't been doing crappy.
Yeah.
I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I think they're gonna do Sami dirty again, just because it's WWE. What do you expect? Like,
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's my opinion.
Oh, God, this tiny Sammy versus this freaking monster, and even that was like for the IC championship. It was like Braun gonna spear him in half, and then possibly the only time he'll ever lose it is against Braun Strowman or somebody bigger than Braun. Breaker.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like maybe give him a transitional championship. Like, all right, you hold it for a little while and then give it back to somebody else. Or yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, who else? Greg, did you check it?
Huh?
Did you go yet?
Yeah, Breaker. He gonna kill that boy.
You kill that
Oh,
man.
Okay, so 3 Sammys and one Sami and 3 Breaker. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's all good. I agree. Yeah, with Braun because being it, but I really think Sammy's gonna win. Yeah, but whoever. I mean, they're both good fighters, so it's gonna be a really good match. So whoever wins, they deserve it.
Do you think anyone's gonna like come out and like ruin it?
Not here. There go. Yeah, not here. Not at this moment. I don't think anybody like beefing with Sammy or anybody beefing with Braun at the moment.
Well, Ilya was beefing with him.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But I don't think Ilya would come out and interfere. I think if Braun wins, then Ilya will say, "You know what? I'm next." So.
Yeah, Ilya's such a gentleman.
Yeah.
Like he'll wait for whoever wins. Like yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Next match, Damian Priest versus Seth freaking Rollins. Can't wait for Netflix so he can change his names to Seth fucking Rollins.
Fucking Rollins.
For the last chance match for the World Heavyweight Championship, if Priest wins, Rollins will never challenge for the title for as long as Priest is champion. If Rollins wins, Priest must leave the Judgment Day. On night 2 of WrestleMania 40 on April 7th, Seth Rollins lost the World Heavyweight Championship to Drew, who would in turn immediately lose the title to Damian Priest in the latter's Money in the Bank cash-in match. Rollins then took time off due to a knee injury. On the June 17th episode of Raw, Rollins made his return from the injury, stating his intentions to reclaim the title. As Rollins was about to announce his participation in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, he was interrupted by Priest, who said that out of respect, he had actually wanted to cash in on Rollins at WrestleMania because of his back was hurting. Like, hey, let me cash in on you. And it's horrible. Rollins noted their similarities in which both had won their first world championship via Money in the Bank cash-in at WrestleMania, with Rollins occurring at WrestleMania 31 in 2015. After being asked by Rollins what he wanted his legacy to be, Priest decided to challenge Rollins at Money in the Bank with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line, and Rollins accepted. The match was subsequently made official. The following week, Priest declared that Rollins would never see the mountaintop as long as he was champion. Rollins came out and proposed that if he lost, he could never challenge for the title again for as long as Priest was champion. But if he won, Priest would be forced to leave the Judgment Day. Priest accepted. Now we can say someone's going to interfere in this one.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I feel, man, I don't know.
I know. Same. I'm just like, if Seth wins, Damian is out of the Judgment Day.
Right.
But why would Seth win? Because somebody from the Judgment Day came in and interfered. Because Damian keeps saying that he can stand on his own 2 feet. He doesn't need the Judgment Day. And all that.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
No, I don't. I disagree with you, man. Only because I know that Damian Priest is a good wrestler. He's a good wrestler. He doesn't need the Judgment Day to interfere. And I think he is trying, by him saying this, he's trying to prove that he can win on his own. But the Judgment Day always interferes. And like you guys are saying, somebody from the Judgment Day is going to interfere. Whether Damian loses or not, that's the big question. My prediction is Damian loses and has to leave the Judgment Day.
Yeah, that's my. I think Seth's gonna get it.
And then when Mommy comes back, they're gonna be together. They're gonna wrestle together because Rhea's mad at Dom because he's being a douche, like always, and not settling this thing with Miss Liv Morgan. So yeah, exactly.
Wow.
She is annoying to me.
Okay.
And now she's even more annoying.
No, like for real though. I agree. She's so annoying. Like, go away.
Oh my god.
I mean,
That's
she's
awesome.
pretty. She's gorgeous. She's a good wrestler, but get out of here. Go away.
I take it you guys don't like it when she and Dominic are playing mommy and daddy?
No.
No.
Because
No.
mommy.
First of all, you know I'm Team Rhea. Have been Team Rhea for 5 years. Okay, 5 years since I saw her, and I'm sorry, Liv Morgan. You know, if she wants to be with Dom, more power to her. She can have him. Okay.
Wow.
But it's she's annoying. She's whiny. You know, she's trying to get on. You know what? If he really was into Rhea, he'd put a stop to it a long time ago. But she came along. He likes the attention. He wants to be like, oh no, I don't like it. No, whatever. Rhea is going to destroy both of them.
Yep.
She's going to be in Damien's corner, and they're going to be a force to reckon with.
I was gonna say, isn't that how Rhea recruited Dominic into the Judgment Day by like flirting with him and doing the exact same thing Liv was doing?
Yeah, but Rhea's hotter.
It's different.
Rhea's hotter. Let's say Rhea's hotter. She has better mic skills.
Yeah.
She's not as whiny. She's better wrestler. She all around is way better than Liv will ever be. So, like I said before, Liv's the bottom of the barrel.
Do that.
I wonder how these matches would have interacted on Netflix.
Oh,
Like,
they definitely would be more like
Dom and mommy, Dom, daddy, and all that.
Yeah, it would be more rated R for sure.
Ooh, intergender matches.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Oh
not.
yeah.
Yeah. Possibly.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see.
Possibly.
Yeah.
So Damien Priest, or who's winning? Sorry. Still
Seth.
Seth? Okay.
Seth Rollins. Yeah.
Hey. Okay. I mean, what if Seth doesn't win though? He'll never challenge for the title as long as Priest is champion.
That's a lie. He will. That's a lie.
Okay. All right. I guess they're going with Seth then. They're going with Seth. What's his face? Loses. But Finn comes out and is like, I'm sorry, man, and kicks him in the balls. They all jump him. And they all jump him. Like, even Carlito comes out and fucking jumps him. Jeez.
Not the Carlito.
Carlito also. Like, you gave me a chance. That's cool, man. But here's a kick to the balls.
That's all you got? That's all you got?
God, I feel this is going to be the main event, and just because. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline. Any three out of Solo, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu. In April, Solo Sikoa became the de facto leader of the Bloodline after Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship to Cody Rhodes on night 2 of WrestleMania 40, with Reigns subsequently taking a hiatus. On the following SmackDown, Sikoa introduced Tama Tonga as the newest addition to the group. During this time, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, who previously had their own respective issues with the Bloodline, began to team up against the stable. And at Backlash France, the Bloodline's newest member, Tonga Loa, helped Tama and Sikoa defeat Owens and Orton in a street fight match. Orton and Owens then continued to be involved in numerous matches against the members of the Bloodline after Rhodes successfully defended the undisputed WWE Championship at Clash of Castle Scotland. He was attacked by the Bloodline, with Orton and Owens making the save. On the following episode of SmackDown, Orton and Tama competed in a Money in the Bank qualifying match, but despite Loa's interference, the two lost. Later, Owens was attacked by Tama and Loa, which also cost him a qualifying match. Also that same night, a non-title match between Sikoa and Rhodes ended in a no contest after another interference from the Bloodline. Owens and Orton tried to save Rhodes, but they were all attacked by another new Bloodline member, the debuting Jacob Fatu. On June 24th, a six-man tag team match pitting the Bloodlines against Rhodes, Owens, and Orton was announced for Money in the Bank. All right. Who shows up?
I say it's going to be Solo's not going to be in it officially. So I think it's going to be
Tama, Tonga, and Jacob.
Tongala and Jacob. And of course, Solo will be on the outside. But I think it's going to be Bloodline rules without being Bloodline rules.
So WrestleMania 40 Night 1, basically.
Yeah. But I don't have the Bloodline winning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, not this one.
Not
all
this
right, so
one.
Rhodes,
so I
Orton,
say,
Owens.
Yep. That's what I say.
Okay.
Yeah, I say, yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree.
Okay. Greg.
Bloodline gonna kill him.
Bloodline gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Bloodline rules without being the Bloodline rules on this, of course. Solo on the outside, just like being an enforcer, taking care of business. Jacob is there easily. Jacob is there, like he could
Of course.
kill everybody off in there. We could see a new member. Don't know which one yet. Hikuleo or Zilla, because they've been saying that they're next. Or we could see someone returning.
I don't know.
Tribal chief.
The real one.
The real tribal chief.
I don't think so.
The real tribal chief?
But
I don't know.
I hope so. I'm always hoping he comes back.
Right.
But I think they're going to wait till SummerSlam. I think they're going to wait till SummerSlam, and then it's going to build up.
I love the build up. Yeah.
For Survivor Series.
For the Civil War.
Another Civil War. I love the build up that he could do for SummerSlam, for Survivor Series War Games. But I say Bloodline wins.
Okay.
Another member comes in. They're destroying Rhodes, Orton, Owens, blood everywhere. And then, of course, they're winning. They have their hands raised and everything. The fingers up in the sky. And just as the same way when Roman used to win all his matches, and like at the end of he like raised his hand, and here comes somebody from the back. Here comes somebody from the back. It's not Roman though.
Who do you think? Well, who are you gonna say?
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Oh.
It's Jimmy. It's gonna be
point.
Jimmy.
Good point.
Because you haven't seen Jimmy in a while.
Yeah.
Like,
ever since he got put in the hospital.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So Jimmy comes out, helps Cody and them, and like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be with us. Blah, blah, blah. You kicked me out. What are you talking about? But he's staring right into Tama and Tonga, and then he looks at his brother, or cousin, obviously, Jacob, and his brother Solo. And finally Jimmy comes back. We've been waiting for him, but he needs backup.
Yeah.
So Jay,
who's already there. Yeah.
And we get the return of Jay and the Usos.
Usos.
And that's your SummerSlam match. the Usos versus Tama and Tonga Loa.
Oh snap!
Brothers versus brothers.
No, they're not brothers. Tama and Tonga are like Haku's kids. They're not even related. They're
not even related. Yeah.
They're not even related.
No, I mean to each other.
Yeah, to each other, yeah. But
those two brothers versus these two brothers.
There you go. And that's when Hikuleo comes in.
Okay.
The Talatonga, is that what they're gonna call him?
How many of them jokers are there? Damn.
Man,
there's so many. Oh my gosh.
Did you see the tree?
Did you see the tree? The family
I
tree
saw
that
the tree,
these people
but
had?
I saw the tree, but goddamn, it's like every week another one coming.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, they had I saw this post that they're like just dealing with the bloodline that's right now. They each have multiple kids. So,
Yeah.
and Jacob has the most kids. So who knows how old his oldest kid is? You know what I mean? So we're gonna have a big bloodline for years. So yeah.
So Jimmy and Jay have their kids, and then
Right.
Yeah.
Zilla is part of what's his face? Umaga's part of Umaga. So is Jacob. So it's like those two are brothers. So Zilla coming in and like facing Jacob was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a big. And then the girls. Who knows? The girls will show up, if any of the girls. Who knows if Naomi will get a spot on there? What's her face? Nia Jax. They're saying like she could be the queen of the bloodline. The tribal,
No.
the queen chief. No, okay.
No.
No, we're not doing that. All right, no problem.
Hell to the no.
Oh shit.
Mm-mm.
I love that.
They shut that shit down quick, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. I shut that shit down quick.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh god. And that's all the matches they have. It's like it's a short show.
It's not long
But
this year. I mean,
it's-
it is what it is, but
Yeah,
I
it
feel like
felt
there's going to be
longer
a
last.
lot of interference. Yeah. Yeah.
It felt longer
right?
last year. And two people predicting this last year between me and Menace, it felt longer. Like, yeah. So Money in the Bank men's match, Jey Uso or Drew. Drew, you guys said Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea Green or Tiffany Stratton for the women's Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Braun Breaker. Check out good times. Not really.
Not really.
Seth Rollins wins the World Heavyweight Championship, and a bloodfest for the Bloodline versus RKO Rhodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
do you think there will be any cash-ins?
Anyway,
Do you think the men's winner will cash in tonight or that night?
men's winner on. Let me see. Drew on Seth Rollins will
Okay.
try to cash in.
Yeah.
Like that's the
And-
only way that they could
Yeah.
like reset the entire thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
It's like, all right, we put ourselves in this situation. How are we gonna get each other out? If the cashier comes in and just like throws it in there, Rollins still gets a shot at the title. Damien doesn't leave Judgment Day. There's your loophole,
True. Yeah. There's your loophole.
and Drew
Mhm.
could be on it. Like he could Drew could be the one that interferes and doesn't even cash in. Just like chaotic, just cause chaos.
Just show
Jake-
up and distract.
Yeah, Jake
I
could
feel like
win it.
Drew's gonna go crazy because he's
Oh.
already gone crazy so far. He's already gone ape shit. You know. I feel like he's gonna go do something. He's gonna do something if he doesn't get it. I'm just
Okay.
saying.
Yeah. Where do you see the Y6 interfering or just blowing out the lights?
Mm,
In the men's
Menace?
Money in the Bank match.
Yeah.
Because they're going to mess with Chad Gable,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, yeah. Okay.
you know? And
Yeah.
so he may, if they show up and mess with him, I think he's going to run. So essentially take himself out of the match. And then
Oh,
on
yeah.
Monday, he's going to be whining, I didn't get my shot, blah, 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 blah. So, maybe that's how they'll introduce them to, actually fight and not just be around.
Yeah, it's like the whole thing with just them being around now. It's like, when are you guys gonna fight? When are you guys gonna talk?
Yeah. When are they actually
When-
gonna like have action? Like,
I,
you know.
with the exception of Dexter, of course, who doesn't talk at all.
No.
Joe
No.
Gacy is good on the microphone. He is a cult leader by himself.
Mhm.
Eric Rowan, also another person that doesn't talk, and Nikki Cross, who is just crazy all around. And she hasn't talked either in a while.
Yeah.
And
Psychopath. Yeah, she hasn't
and-
talked in a long time.
what's his face? Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, is just like, he looks good in that mask. He looks good in those promos. Like, let him talk for a while.
Yeah.
Keep doing that, and then let the others get in on the action. But keep Bo keep doing all that stuff. Believe and all. Women's, yeah. Tiffany or Chelsea. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Can't wait. Obviously we're gonna fucking enjoy it. I'm gonna fucking be on it all that weekend.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Oh yeah. Y'all have been awesome. Let's do this again for SummerSlam and then have another episode with the results. So like
That'd be
2
cool.
episodes, SummerSlam predictions and then SummerSlam result. Like I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to get like the big one, the big event, Royal
Mhm.
Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and possibly King and Queen of the Ring. But
Oh, for sure.
what do you guys think of SummerSlam in 2 years going 2 nights?
I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it either.
I mean,
it's a
I know that they
toss-up.
can do more matches,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I just think just one big event being 2 nights is, I think, enough.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes, in 2 years. So
Okay, so now the question is this only because they're in the Twin Cities and it's only for one night, for 1 year, and then it's back to being normal next year with one night, or is this ongoing?
no, I think it's ongoing.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I think it's ongoing.
Oh my god. Great.
Yeah.
Like, if having 4 hours of WrestleMania wasn't enough for me to do, here comes
Yeah.
SummerSlam.
Right? You're like, what?
But yeah, if it's a big event, then yeah, I'm gonna have to order some shirts and SummerSlam shirts.
Of course. That's a given.
So yeah, I love that. I love that we having more content on this.
I do too.
So y'all are good for SummerSlam? I got you guys
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
predictions and the next night?
Absolutely, bro.
All right, cool.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is going to do it for this episode then. We will be back next week, so join us for another scene-by-scene episode breakdown of season 2 of Cobra Kai on Netflix. But make sure to watch this weekend Money in the Bank on the Peacock Network on Saturday, July 6, 2024, at the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, at 5:30 p.m. Central Time.
Woo woo.
3:30. Y'all gotta get it early. You're like, hey, we get to watch it early and go sleep right after. Awesome. I love that. Meanwhile, we're like, okay, cool.
It sucks to be in the Midwest.
Right?
Yeah.
That sucks for you.
Y'all lucky y'all are my best friends. That's all.
I love you.
And if you feel you want to do a little bit more, follow and support us on Instagram, the Threads, YouTube, M3P Network on the Twitter. By the way, what do you guys think of the new name of the show? By the way, you know, like I've been like struggling here. Like no more From Under the Apron. Like
I like it, but I miss the old name.
Yeah,
I miss the old name, but I'm in support of you always. So
awesome.
You know.
Yeah, awesome. Good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
There were so many times where I was just like, I don't know what else to do with this intro, like From Under the Apron, welcome back, blah blah blah. I need to change the name. Here we are. We're changing the name. I just don't know what to do with the outro. So we're going to figure it out. So follow and join the lives on TikTok at Evolution of a Geek by subscribing or join us, show up at the live streams, and to hang out with the rest of the M3P community. And I will shout you out at the end of every episode, just like Menace Smiling. Say hi. Little Linguini, Brandy, Mini Mommy.
Hey.
Greg.
Hey, yo.
Home Hope Saints, Lorefield Fam, Saints After Sundown, Purple Moose Crafting, Leanna, Mike W, Forever Jane, Gina Blake, Dawn, Alexandria, Queen of Cats 90, JC, Oh Hey It's Danny, Squirrely Bree, Kimmy, Feeling Free, Sandrews 9219, Tanya Rose 78, Georgia Elizabeth, Nerd in Texas Podcast, Mr. Misery, Sandra J, Celtic Panda, Randell, Got Patience W3, Blue Diamond 6482, Jessa. And don't forget to check out the other podcast accounts that are part of the M3P network community, like Squirrely Bree from the Just a Nutty Squirrel podcast, Alexandra and Katie from the Noah's Ascendant podcast, and my boy Shenrod, who you all heard on the show before. Check out his Twitch account, part of the network, and he is celebrating his 500th follow on Twitch. Congrats to my boy Shenrod. Say congratulations, guys.
Congrats,
Congrats.
Rod.
Congrats.
Awesome, brother. Thank you for supporting, listening to the podcast, join the TikTok Live, and being a huge part of my third place community. So tell your friends and join us next time for more behind the scenes stories, wrestling movies, and TV show reviews. I'm Evo, and I'm here with everybody. We're all just going to say goodbye. And from the network, Becca, Greg,
Yeah.
Menace,
Mm.
you all are been awesome. I love you guys. Thanks
Love
for
you too,
stopping
man.
in.
Love you too.
Alright, let's say goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah.
See you later.